A human skull and jawbone have been found in the Talladega National Forest.
Below average temperatures headed to East Alabama for the next 24 hours, but then a warming trend. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, we have the recap from last night in basketball here in East Alabama. We also preview the night ahead for basketball and wrestling. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham.
And I'm Katie Edwards.
AL.com reports that a hunter found a skull and jawbone Monday evening in a remote area of the Talladega National Forest. Investigators with the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office and the JSU Center for Applied Forensics have been called in to investigate this case. The remains have been sent to the Alabama Department of Forensic Science for identification and further examination. Sheriff Matthew Wade has asked that anyone with information about this case call his office at 256-236-6600 or contact Central Alabama Crime Stoppers at 1-833-251-7867.
With nighttime temperatures predicted to be in the low 30s and upper 20s through the end of this week, Anniston's warming station at the bridge will be open each evening through Friday. The station, which is coordinated by United Way of East Central Alabama, will open in the evenings at 5 o'clock and close in the mornings at 8. On Wednesday, the station will open at 6:30 p.m. Admission into the warming station ends each night at 9 p.m.
Area residents who are out of work or who are looking for better employment are invited to attend the third annual Anniston Job Fair on February 28th from 2 p.m. until 5 p.m. at the Anniston City Meeting Center on Noble Street. Reservations are now being accepted for businesses that want to participate in this job fair by renting a booth. Each booth will have a 2-foot by 8-foot wide table and 3 chairs. Attendees will need to bring their own tablecloths if they want one. The job fair will take place in the main hall of the City Meeting Center, and a separate room for job interviews will be provided in Room A. This event is being hosted by the Calhoun County Area Chamber and Visitor Center and the Calhoun County Economic Development Council in partnership with the City of Anniston.
When we return, Anniston's Planning Commission is considering a new zoning plan for the city.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waltrip Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
The Anniston City Planning Commission will hold a public hearing next Thursday, February 8th at the Anniston City Meeting Center starting at 5:30 p.m. The primary purpose of the meeting is to review the draft of Anniston's newest zoning plan. A copy of the city's zoning map is available for public viewing on the web at planning-next.com/Anniston zoning.
Seniors at Cleburne County High School and their parents are invited to a meeting Thursday night to learn more about the free application for Federal Student Assistance, or FAFSA program. That meeting starts at 5 p.m. and it will feature experts to answer questions about the program. Participants are asked to create their FAFSA IDs online before coming to the meeting, and they should bring their 2022 tax documents with them.
Free professional tax assistance is now available 5 days a week at 3 locations across Calhoun County. The help is being provided through the United Way of East Central Alabama and uses IRS certified income tax assistant volunteers. The service is offered to households with a total income of less than $64,000. For veterans and people who are 55 and older, there is no income limit. In Anniston, the assistance is offered at United Way headquarters at 1505 Wilmer Avenue on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. In Oxford, help is available at the Public Library on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And the Weaver location is the Weaver Senior Center on Wednesdays and Thursdays from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. When we come back, Anniston is giving away free trees.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wadowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
The City of Anniston will hold its annual Arbor Day tree giveaway on February 16th from 10 a.m. until noon at the new Anniston City Market that's at 114 West 11th Street. This year, Alabama Power Company is donating the trees to be given away. For information on what trees will be available, you may contact Doug Gaddy at 256-236-8221 or dgaddy@annistonowl.gov.
The Board of Trustees for the Anniston Policemen's and Firemen's Retirement Fund will meet in regular session next Thursday, February 8th at 10:30 in the large conference room of City Hall on McClellan Boulevard.
So you think you might be planting any trees this year?
You know, I don't know. We live in an area that has a lot of tree coverage, so we enjoy that already, but I'm not opposed to it. What about you?
I doubt it. The few times I've ever tried to plant something, they have died. And they have fallen over and they've burned to the ground. It's sad.
Okay, so for the good of the trees, you'll leave them alone.
Yes, I think so.
I gotcha. Well, I wonder what it's going to be like as far as weather goes for our plants. I hear that we do have some cooler temperatures coming.
That's what it sounds like.
Let's check in with John Holder, who joins us now in the EAN Weather Center. John?
Mike and Katie, we're in the time of year in Alabama where it can be both warm and cold, literally within a couple of days of each other. And that's the forecast we have coming up. Some cold weather, some warm weather. We'll break it down next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Well, after a cold start today across East Alabama with temperatures way below the average, we were in the mid-20s this morning at 26 degrees. With the sunshine today, we warmed up very nicely, actually to above average, 60 for the high this afternoon with plenty of sunshine. Felt pretty good out there. 79, the record high temperature, 0, the record low temperature, and that was back in 1966 when we actually recorded the coldest weather in Alabama. We had the coldest temperature ever recorded in Alabama back in 1966 up in Madison County. Sunrise tomorrow, 6:41. The sun setting tonight at 5:12. Let's take a look at weather on your street for a Tuesday night. A few sprinkles late. We've got a little clipper system that's going to move through North Alabama. With that, late tonight after midnight, we might see a few sprinkles out there. No big deal with that. Hoke Street over in East Gadsden, look for about 36 for the low tonight and maybe enough moisture to wet the sidewalk before tomorrow morning. As we look at tomorrow, going to take out to Coffee Street just off the square in Jacksonville. It's going to be sunny tomorrow, but cooler. We mentioned that clipper system coming through. That's going to drop temperatures several degrees tomorrow, so a little bit cooler, 52 for the high on your Wednesday afternoon. As we take a look at the rest of the week, though, we got some good news coming. We're going to be talking about a warming trend on Young Drive over in Ranburne, right there by Ranburne High School. And we're going to look at temperatures for the rest of the week, mainly in the 60s, all the way into the weekend across East Alabama. 7-day forecast, we are going to remain dry. As a matter of fact, except for those sprinkles that might be headed our way tonight, no significant rainfall coming until at least Sunday. Plenty of sunshine here. 52 as we set for the high tomorrow, close to 60 on Thursday. And again, Thursday and Friday, magnificent weather for early February in Alabama. 64 for the high on Friday, 65 on Saturday. It'll be cold in the mornings, but really fantastic weather coming for the afternoon. High rain chances, about a 70% chance of rain in the forecast for Sunday, cooler temperatures. But again, we don't see any extremely cold weather coming anytime in the near future. As a matter of fact, we look out over the next 10 days to 2 weeks. That's going to take us almost into the middle of February, and we don't see any extreme cold weather or wintry precipitation on the way to East Alabama. Let's talk about that chance of rain tonight. Again, just confined to the northeast corner of central Alabama. That includes us here in East Alabama. No chance of wintry precipitation, as we'll be well above freezing in the mid-30s tonight. But again, late tonight, as you can see, about a 25-30% on average chance that we might see a few light sprinkles tonight here in northeast Alabama. But that is about it. I'll be back with you tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. for your breakfast forecast for all of East Alabama. Right now, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty in high school basketball. It's the end of the regular season coming up this week. Namath Pitts has all the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Devin Barksdale and Aaron Nixon led the Jacksonville boys past Weaver. Nicholson Nevaeh paced Jacksonville girls in victory over Mumford. Cleveland County boys topped Welborn, and then coach, father, and player's son took the walk to midcourt, along with 10 other Anniston senior players on a night when the Bulldogs swept to victory. We have all the basketball results in East Alabama from last night. Devin Barksdale hit 4 3-pointers on the way to 26 points, and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles topped visiting Weaver 66-56 last night. Jacksonville's other top performers were Aaron Nixon with 18 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. Gavin Peeler, 8 points, 6 rebounds, and Ben Pridgeton, 8 points, 3 rebounds. Weaver's top performers were Caden Gooden with 19 points, Keyshawn Allen, 13 points, Harper Williams, 10 points, and DJ Marbury, 9 points. It was senior night for Walter Welborn, but Cade Schubert led Cleveland County with 18 points as they beat Welborn 57-34. The Tigers' other top performers were Nate Adams, 11 points, and Gray Freeman, 9 points. Welborn's top performers were Chris Williams, 13 points, 6 rebounds, Avery Odom, 8 points, 5 rebounds, and Justice Williams, 6 points, 5 rebounds. Noah Lee led Jacksonville Christian Academy with 14 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists, and 2 steals, but it wasn't enough as they came up short to Gaston as the Bulldogs won 55-40. The Thunder's other top performers were Jesse Ganaway with 13 points, 4 rebounds, and Bryson Dowdy with 6 rebounds. Torrey Brown spent his first 12 seasons as a head basketball coach clapping, smiling, and hugging his way through senior nights. But last night he had escort duties for his 13th senior night. Along with his wife Deidre, Brown walked son Kyron to the midcourt circle last night, posed for pictures, and soaked in the moment before his Anniston Bulldog team embarked on a 61-49 victory over visiting Alexandria. Kyron Brown joined teammates Ja'Cory Lane, Isaiah Allen, Devin Coleman, Delroy Francis, and TK Downey. Brown was part of Anniston's big first quarter last night. He hit 3 3-pointers for all of his 9 points as the Bulldogs got out to a 16-2 lead and then led 21-11 at the end of the quarter. Lane scored 7 of his game-high 18 points in the first quarter, and Francis hit one of Anniston's 5 first-quarter threes on the way to 14 points. McDowell for Alexandria finished with 11 points. Cole Wheeler led Alexandria with 14, and Drake Davis hit 3 threes on the way to 13. Nevaeh Nicholson paced Jacksonville with 15 points and 4 steals as the Golden Eagles dominated Mumford 71-11. The Golden Eagles' other top performers were Laney Lozano with 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. Maya Swain, 8 points. Ontaria Braxton, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. Kiesia Williams, 6 points, 8 rebounds. And Alexis Phillips, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Serena Hardy led the way with 14 points. Perry added 10 and Kiera Thomas 9 and Tyus 8 as Anniston Bulldogs enjoyed a happy senior night. The Bulldogs improved to 24-4 on the season, and the 19th year Anniston coach Eddie Bullock took the occasion of senior night to celebrate what his 5 seniors have all accomplished and what all they still can accomplish. Landry Patterson hit 2 3-pointers and led Alexandria with 6 points, and Alyssa Hunt added 5. The Valley Cubs hung within 2 at the end of the first quarter, but Anniston would run away as they celebrated seniors Layla Tyus, Akayla Perry, Jay Oliver, Selena Hardy, and Tykeria Smith. We are getting closer and closer to area tournaments, but still have some great non-area games left in the regular season. So here are the East Alabama teams hitting the court tonight. Let's start with girl action. Melissa Bennett's team travels on the road to Spring Garden to face Coach Ricky Alston and the Spring Garden Panthers. This is Class 1A against Class 6A as the Oxford Yellow Jackets and Melissa Bennett's team head to Spring Garden to face the Panthers. Also, this is also at Spring Garden, but it's boys action. Donahoe Falcons are going to go on the road tonight. This is non-area play as the Donahoe Falcons travel to Spring Garden to face the Panthers as well. Spring Garden girls #1 in the state, the boys in the top 5. Well, the boys are at home tonight as well as they host the Falcons of Donahoe. This is boys and girls action. It's non-area play as Coach Ginn and the Sachs Wildcats travel to Faith Christian to face Coach Corey Hughes. The girls will play as well, but all eyes are on Sachs, who's been playing really good basketball lately. Win over Piedmont, win over Weaver. Just came up short to Spring Garden last night. They look to bounce back against another 1A team tonight as they travel to Faith Christian. Tonight, Coach Chris Randall's team might be the hottest team in East Alabama. They won 4 games just a week ago, and they're looking to start the action with a win over Lincoln this week as Chris Randall's team is at home tonight. They're set to be at home a lot as they host the area tournament next week. Well, they get a little warm-up for that by hosting the Golden Bears of Lincoln tonight on senior night at White Plains. Tonight, it's a 4th time these teams have played this year. They have played a lot. And it's Raglan and Ohatchee. They're very, very close. All you got to do is cross the bridge and you're from one to the other. But tonight it's the Purple Devils and Indians. Coach Jackson and Coach Kyle Wilson both coaching the Indians tonight at home on the Creek Bank as they host Raglan. Tonight, this one should be a good one. It should be a really good one. Non-area, 5A versus 4A. Alexandria, the Valley Cubs. Coach Kiker and Coach Ginn's team, both coming off losses last night to Anniston. They'll look to respond in a positive way as they travel to Center tonight to face Cherokee County. Cherokee County's been really good, especially their girls. Going to be a tough task for Coach Kiker. And tonight for the Valley Cubs as they travel to Center to battle Cherokee County. Also tonight, this is another meeting, a rematch from a non-area game from earlier this year as the Asheville Bulldogs come to Pleasant Valley tonight to face Coach Muncher and Coach Hood. The Pleasant Valley boys are set to host area this next week, but tonight they'll get a warm-up at home against the Bulldogs of Asheville. This one is probably one of the best games in the state of Alabama tonight. It's the Jacksonville Golden Eagles, yes, girls and boys. Coach Buson, Coach Mize, and the Jacksonville Golden Eagles will head north to face the Bears of Plainview. Plainview is ranked in the top 10 in both boys and girls. Jacksonville is ranked in the top 10 in boys, should be in the girls in my opinion. So this is going to be money's worth game tonight for anyone that buys a ticket to see Jacksonville on the road at Plainview. Tonight it's Randolph County and Cleburne County, a rematch from a game that was played just a little over a week ago at Randolph County. Tonight the rematch is at Cleburne County. 2 teams that aren't far from each other will compete tonight at Cleburne County. Also tonight, this one is a area game featuring, it's a non-area game featuring Tommy Miller and Coach Bryant from Jacksonville Christian as they travel to Talladega tonight to face Alabama School for the Deaf. This is Class 1A non-area play as the Thunder of Jacksonville Christian head to Talladega to face off against the Alabama School for Deaf. Regular season wrestling in East Alabama concludes today for some, while others are already finished. Welborn hosted Alabama School for the Blind in White Plains earlier today during school, but 2 local teams are set for duels tonight in preparation for the sectional tournament that's next week. So here's the teams that are wrestling at home tonight. Let's start with Frank Hartzog and the Alexandria Valley Cubs. They close the season tonight against Rusty Mayfield and the Oxford Yellow Jackets. It's 5A versus 6A. Both teams prepare for sectionals as they go head-to-head in a duel tonight at Alexandria. And then tonight as well, Coach Nix's team will close the regular season at home with a try where they will host Gadsden City and West End. The Pleasant Valley Raiders are at home tonight, again, where they will host a try meet against Gadsden City and West End. That's it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for that update, Namath, and thank you for watching us today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, or our website, and we're in the process of merging EAN News with East Alabama Now on Facebook. So you can go there and find all of our news, sports, and weather content, and you can watch us whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here on Wednesday for your news on your schedule.